Hey guys, how's it going? In this one we are taking a look at the F-80A-5, and this is going to be the first episode in the starter jet series of videos. And yes, I will actually keep up with this one, but we're starting with the F-80, and we're going to go through, do another video about the F-84, the F-2H, and obviously the 262, 162, and the Horton are also going to get new videos that correlate specifically with the helping a new jet player pick their aircraft. So eventually we'll work our way all the way through the tech trees, and we will end up with, well, I guess the MD 4050B, although I don't honestly know how much I'll ever play Sweden, so we might end it with the A28, or, well, brain fart, Israel. We might end it with the A28B, but I'm not for sure yet. That's going to be sometime in the future. But without any further ado, if it'll load here, let's get to some gameplay and check this thing out. So, starting things off, like I said in the intro, we are taking a look at the F-80 from... Oh my god, my cats. Chill out, guys. Anyways, we are going to attempt to take a look at this jet from kind of like a beginner's perspective. And I'm going to go ahead and guess that most of the American mains are coming from like a Corsair or P-51, maybe P-38s and the F-82. Yeah, something like that probably, but I feel like those are the props that are most played in the American tech tree right before you get to the F-80. So just starting things off, it has a very nice airframe, and it's very prop-like. It honestly kind of handles like a P-51. It's just that the thrust is way different. And I guess the only exception to that would be the P-51H, since it's, a super prop. But even that has a drop-off of thrust above... oh, god. Damn. Anyways, it has a drop-off of thrust after, like, 450 or 500 kilometers an hour. It's something around there. But back to the airframe. It feels pretty light on its feet, and it handles decently well compared to other early jets at 7.0 that you're going to run into. And that kind of gives you an edge, especially over 262s and F-84s. Even though 262s are faster and F-84s are faster, if they decide to get stupid right in front of you and start turning, you can pretty much turn inside of them. So it's, most of the time, they make themselves pretty easy targets to deal with just because they don't really know what they're doing, and they chose the wrong jet to, well, I can't really say the wrong jet because you get you get used to a different type of suffering with each and every jet at 7.0 and 7.3 and 6.7. All of them have cons, and some of the early jets can just work around that. But anyways, if I could not get sidetracked for 1 minute here, it flies like a prop, turns very well. So the next thing, it has an air brake, which of course all of the American planes have an air brake. Germans, however, do not, and neither do the MiG-15, or, well, okay, Yak-15, that came out really wrong. The MiG-9 doesn't have one either, or the Su-11. You won't really see that many Yak-15s at 7.0 or 6.7 since they are a 6.3 aircraft. But you will see a lot of MiG-29s and Su-11s. I feel like they're... God, guys. I feel like they're gaining in popularity a little bit. But the 262, even though, yes, it is a generally bad aircraft, players are always going to pick that as their first jet just because it's iconic. It's a 262. And some will choose the Horton, but that's a whole completely different story. So the point being here is use your air brake, especially whenever you come up against these smooth-brained Su-11 players that just bought their first premium and they're like level 10. Use that, get a reversal, and you're good to go. And kind of tying in with the reversal and the air brake part, the combat flaps are pretty strong given that the engine can't really... I mean, oh, wow. That was horrible. My voice sounds normal though now, more normal-ish. That doesn't seem any better. Anyways, your engine isn't going to really be taking you up that fast, so the likeliness that you're going to rip your combat flaps off is pretty low. They seem pretty strong, and they actually do have quite the effect as far as turning goes, which is pretty nice. Now, moving on to the engine. It is a very early American engine, not as early as the P-59, but being that it is so early in development, it is pretty lacking in... I don't even know what they're chasing. Anyways, it is pretty lacking in thrust all across the range. And you can especially see this and feel this when you're taking off at the start and you're at low speed. There's like no thrust there. It takes you a long time to get to off the ground. But the nice thing about having a not a turboprop, a jet engine, is that your thrust really doesn't drop off at all. You're not going to be going 900 something kilometers an hour in this in the F-80 just because of the wing design and the pretty low thrust of the engine. But I feel like the engine overall is just pretty smooth, especially for new players coming into the match. It doesn't really have all that much thrust. It's not going to blow you away, but it's just enough to make you competent in a game. So that's kind of... that can be listed as a pro and a con, is the engine. And technically the airframe can too if you compare it to something like the F-84, just because they are both designed in different ways by different companies. And moving on to the guns. Worst guns for 7.0. You have M2 Brownings. Even though you have 6 of them, they don't do anything. The only good thing about the guns is that they're all positioned in the nose, and that gets you used to, you're going from guns mounted in the wings that are going to have a horizontal convergence, and that's most of the time what you'll use. They're going from that to guns in the nose and using vertical convergence, which sometimes, I'm not going to get into it that much, but sometimes vertical targeting can give you a little bit of an upper hand here. Well, I guess these guns on the nose don't really have a convergence since they don't cross, but vertical targeting. So, although they are very good at getting you used to guns in the nose, because that's what you'll be seeing a lot from now on, it's like shooting a very, very slow water pistol. I mean, they don't do enough damage for 7.0, and they shoot really slow. I don't know. I don't like them. The only thing that they're good at doing is taking down ME-262s, and most of the time they just light them on fire. Even though you're seeing me get kills, I'm crediting most of those to pilot snipes. Or in the... I think I cut the tail off of the A2D, and then I clipped him too close. But right here is a really good example of a 262 that overshot me, and I popped out my combat flaps, and I can just stay on a 6 and track him pretty well and keep my guns on target, and then he's gone. So no biggie there. But that's really the best part about flying the F-80 is its maneuverability, because the guns just suck. And the top speed, moving on to the next point, is very kind of mediocre in my opinion. I feel like the 262s are faster, F-84s are faster, Su-11s just have better acceleration and 2 engines, so that helps them quite a bit. Honestly, it does make quite the difference. But top speed is a bit lacking. It is something that you can easily work around, but in my opinion and my taste in jets, I feel like it's just a little bit slow. But overall, it was a pretty fun and chill experience to get all the clips for this video, and going from the F4E to the Shooting Star is a very, very interesting experience, to say the least. A chill one, yes, but very interesting. So with that, guys, this 262 getting finished off, we're going to wrap the video up right there. So as always, make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.